My name is Nii Koney, and I'm the founder and executive director of the Afrika Diaspora History Library, which was established in 2016 here at the Edmonton Archives in Edmonton, Alberta. I am in the library today. The library was established in 2016 as a meeting place for the community, for young people to rally, to come and meet each other, to read a book, a page or two, and to be a community hub for young people. Also to be a place for community organizations who are interested in more knowledgeable or educational programming, and to establish a library culture within our community. I believe library is one of the things that is central to community building. We are a people historically creators of the concept of a library from way back, whether the library of Timbuktu, the library of Alexandria, the library of Salamanca. We are the creator, but for some reason, it seems to me we are beginning to abandon the library culture, which the Afrika Diaspora History Library want to recall and to re-establish our role in terms of library as a center for knowledge. Again, here I am walking through the library, and again inviting the community to come here and read one of the interesting books we have here, Africana Woman, a book that has a lot of the contributors of early Black civil rights movement in the United States and the Caribbean. So there are several books of such mindset or such mind-blowing pieces that you could come here, whether you're from Ethiopia, you're from Nigeria, you're from Senegal, wherever you come from, there's a book here for you to read. You may not be able to take a book home, but you will be able to sit down here quietly and read few pages, and then leave the book here before you step out. You will love this particular building. This building is a historical building. This is where, during the Second World War, the Canadian Armed Forces were stationed. So Prince of Wales is a very special place in the history of Alberta. So have several copies of my magazine, the Nii Valley magazine. We have from first edition to the fifth edition. As you see here, you could also come here and read the magazine and of course leave it here as well. So the library is yet to be set up as a place where you can borrow the book and take it home. But for now, we strictly ask you to read the book here and leave it here for now. But eventually, we will have the manpower to provide a takeout service, which will be coming soon with your help. We are also accepting books from Black or African writers with historical or mythical or biblical content. So if you are a writer, if you have a book that is written by a Black person, if you have a book that has been given to you by your parents, any ancient books or artifacts, we are open to accepting those kind of things to preserve them for future generations. This is what we are trying to do here at the Afrika Diaspora History Library. So be a part of it, but this is about you. We call it FUBU, for us, by us. As I mentioned earlier, we are also accepting Black or African artifacts. As you can see here, we have some bronze artifacts from Benin, Nigeria. Those of you who are familiar with the Benin culture, as you can see here, there's a Benin piece of art, bronze art. You can see one here from Ghana, Yasantua. You can see one here from Egypt, in the person of the Pharaoh. And so there are several artifacts here. Of course, there's the famous stool from the Ashanti Empire of Ghana. And so if you have any artifact that you think will be a good contribution to our collection, please get in touch with us, Africa Diaspora History Library, Edmonton Archives, and we'll be happy to arrange to meet with you. Now, the space is open for those who are interested in having a small gathering, as I mentioned earlier, educational programming or community programming. Our program for young boys and young girls is called My Brother's Keeper. So we are open to advise, mentor, help young people to stay on course. This is part of what we do here at the Africa Diaspora History Library. So this is your space. Use it for all it's worth for. And let us build a legacy together for our community. If you have a community program, whether you want to do a podcast or you are interviewing community, academic, intellectual, elder, whatever your interview may be, you may call us or reach out to us, and we will make the place available for you to do your recording. This is your space, so please use it for all it's worth. This library, for the purpose of legacy, will be a piece of legacy. You and I will live here for the next generation to know that when we came, we started something, and they may continue to make it even better or bigger. So please be a part of this legacy. Again, we invite you to the Africa Diaspora History Library here at the Edmonton Archives. It's a wonderful, beautiful, historic building. We have free parking, we have a place for refreshments, and so on and so forth. But what I really want to invite you to come here to do is to read any of the historic books that we have here. We have from the early black settlers, or what we call the black pioneers. We have stories on Caribbean life. We have African stories. We have the revolution of black leaders across the world. Now, there is something I want to remind you. I believe it was said by Marcus Garvey of Jamaica. He said, a people without self-knowledge is like a tree without roots. So if you don't know anything about who you are and where you come from, how would you know where you are going?
I'm Bert Richards, and I'm here in the Africa Diaspora Library. And when I think of the Africa Diaspora Library, I think of a place where our history is collected and a place where we can find our past and the truth, because honestly, black people didn't exist until the Americas. Before then, we were Nigerian, we were Ghanaian, we were a culture and countries of people as opposed to just a mass of black people. So a space like this is a great opportunity to learn that history and educate yourself on our past.